the right rotation to sustain life.
Yeah.
What was left of that planet kind of exploded. We were the survivors. That planet did not. It kind of
the
blew
way
up.
You say it.
What's left of it is now the moon, because gravity made it all kind of like boom together, because that's how space works. Things just kind of get pulled together, and now you have moon because it kind of got stuck in our orbit. So I kept it as short as I could.
Now, do you want to hear? It's not a version, but do you want to hear what the Ingarthans and the Pleiadians say about the Earth, about the moon?
How long would that be?
Very short.
Okay,
But
go for it.
thing is, though, it might. When I say it, it's gonna be like, no, because that kind of. But they're just telling me how the history of how the moon was here,
Okay.
which
I
is
will
going to
say-
absolutely confuse you.
Yeah, I will say I might not believe it because I am a very scientific person.
Yeah.
Like, yes, my family is technically Christian. However, I don't know how to explain this, but basically, there are a lot of Christians that don't believe, like, the science-y stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they don't believe dinosaurs existed. Or they don't believe the Big Bang was a thing. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Because of course it happened.
We know the reasons the dinosaurs got extinct.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm just saying what they
Yeah.
are saying.
Yeah.
They
But,
were
like-
saying a meteorite hit the Earth.
Yeah.
And it was to
course.
give mammals a chance to on this planet.
Essentially.
Essentially why the meteorite hit Earth.
Yeah.
They need interference, basically.
Yeah.
And the other rule, free will.
Huh?
Free will. No, three laws I was talking about.
Oh.
Unconditional
so-
love and free will. And I
Okay.
can't remember the other one.
Okay. Well,
I'll do a briefing on the moon.
Okay. Yeah. But I just want to point out, I believe all that stuff happened, but maybe I think that something made those things happen.
Yeah.
Whether that's God or something else. Who knows? But
So
it happened.
What
That's
they
I know.
were saying about the moon
Go for
is these species, I think it was, I forgot their name.
Okay.
That basically a species was contracted to build the moon,
Okay.
and it was. Do you know like the 4D dimensions and 3D dimensions? You know, like all the dimensions stack on each other.
Yes.
So you've got 4D,
Yeah.
which everybody's talking about. We're moving to
Yeah.
very quickly,
Uh-huh.
which is totally different to 3D.
Yes.
That's where the mythical creatures kind of live
Okay.
in 4D.
Okay.
So what they were saying about the moon was to, they call it the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's to kind of keep keep planet Earth in 3D, like the frequencies wise,
Okay.
to not be in 4D.
Okay.
4D, that's where it's a very interesting dimension. If you ever get a chance to
Okay.
look into it. I haven't done so.
Alright.
But they were saying it was to kind of put as a temporary measure, to put Earth and like keep Earth in 3D. But they're saying we're coming to a point now where we're going to be going into 4D dimension.
Okay.
4D is turned to 3D.
Okay.
So they were talking about the moon was there to kind of keep the 3D dimension not in, but to keep it still in the 3D dimension and not let the 4D dimension come in. It's with
Okay.
frequencies. You're
Okay.
changing the frequency.
Okay.
Actually, you learn the frequency if you want to stay in 3D.
Mhm.
And they call the moon broken. Now there is 2 different species what live there. Well, basically try to claim the moon. One species, which is like a reptilian species,
Okay.
which has tried to claim Earth and the moon, and basically to control the frequencies, the 3D frequencies, and kind of stop us from going into 4D.
Okay.
They said this was what I was saying, like, yeah, she's not gonna leave this part.
No, it's not
This
that.
this
I'm,
part what I'm talking
no,
about.
it's not the fact that I don't.
No,
believe
this
it.
part what I'm talking
I'm
about,
an
which I'm
open-
coming up to. She's like, she's not.
Okay, I'm an open-minded person, but it's just I'm struggling to keep thinking because there's a lot of words coming out that I'm like,
Confused.
okay, dimensions, shifting dimensions. Okay. So just keep going. I'll catch up.
They
At some
said
point.
the moon was brought here. And I
Okay.
went, what do you mean brought here? Because we always know the moon was built up. And we went, no, the moon was actually towed into orbit.
Okay.
And I said, well, how would you bring it? Because everybody on this earth knows the moon was built by rocks and other things. And they said, they showed me this image of it being coming out like a circle thing. I don't know what it was coming out of, and they said that is what government call jump gate technology,
Okay.
which is not. They say it's not as really portal technology.
Okay. But how would that even work? Because you.
So,
Because here's the thing.
like you want to
the
go.
moon, the moon is fucking huge.
Well, they can expand it. You can make it bigger. You can calculate. So really, what a
Bigger than
portal?
a planet.
Yeah,
So
you can
technically,
make
the
it.
moon is bigger than us.
Yeah, you can.
That's wild.
It's
Damn.
maths. You have to have it's maths, and there's some
Maths
species
and
of really.
science and physics and shit that I don't
Yeah,
know.
That's all of that, which I don't know. What they were saying
Mhm.
is portal technology. Governments on Earth call it jump gate technology.
Okay.
What it is, so like you want to go from Earth to Mars, and you know how long it takes to get there.
Very, very long time.
Shortens that distance. So literally, you
Okay.
go from one place and you're like there in a matter of seconds,
Okay.
like instants. So you go
Okay.
through it and you're there. Shortens the travelling distance.
Okay.
That's what a wormhole is.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's how species move around. It's most species, what they're saying, once they develop wormhole technology, there's no need to have what we call hyperdrive technology,
Okay.
because there's no point. It's instantaneously. Species don't, there's no need to have it,
Okay.
because you've got portal technology.
Okay.
But different species get from they trade it. And I think I need to end because I'm kind of dreading these lights to go off.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. You got half an hour.
Let's turn the lights.
Yeah.
So it's bye for me.
And it's bye from me. Bye.